Okay, so now I have my roller skates on. Oh. Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Nikki, and today's video is such a highly requested video. I'm excited to make it. I've been nervous to make it. I don't know why, because I feel like I'm not like a pro on skating or anything, and I don't even really know if I have the best advice to be giving, but so many of you have asked for me to make a video about how I started skating, how to get started skating, just everything about skating. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel, and let's just go ahead and get started. So first thing I want to talk about is the type of skating I do. So I have both of my skates. I have my rollerblades. I have my roller skates. So I do both. A little background on skating for me. I loved rollerblading when I was younger, like in 6th, 7th, 8th grade. Like it was like every weekend we were going to the roller rink, but then like every day after school I would come home and just rollerblade around my neighborhood by myself, like thinking I was like a figure skater. That's mainly what I thought. I'd have my first generation iPod in my pocket, and I thought I was just the coolest thing skating around on my rollerblades, and I just had so much fun with it. I loved listening to music while I did it, and it was just a good form of activity for me. So that was something that I always enjoyed, but I was always really embarrassed about it. I stopped skating for like the longest time until this past year. And once I started my weight loss journey, and so it was about 3 months in that I had lost the weight. So at that point, I want to say I had lost about 30 pounds. So I was feeling a little more comfortable, and I was wanting to start incorporating physical activity, but I didn't want to run. We had tried running in the past. I hate running, and I just knew that this time around I wanted to do things that were sustainable and enjoyable for me. And I always loved rollerblading, like I said, so I wanted to start, but I was embarrassed. My friend likes to longboard and skateboard, so he kind of convinced me, just like, get a pair of skates. You're not going to look stupid. Like, everybody thinks they look stupid when they're starting out. Everyone thinks they look stupid when they're doing it, whatever. Very similar to like going to the gym. So it was just like a fluke thing. One day I just wanted to do something so bad, but there was nothing that I like enjoyed. We liked hiking, but like there's only so much hiking. Like I kind of got sick of that too, and I just wanted to start something new. So what I did was we went to Dick's actually, and I wanted to find a pair of rollerblades there. They had like no women's pairs of rollerblades. So I actually bought a pair of men's. They're men's size 10. No one can ever really tell because I mean all rollerblades pretty much look the same, but these are men's rollerblades actually. And I do need to change the wheels if you could see that. I'm gonna be doing that soon. But anyway, got these, and that day I rollerbladed, and it's just been nonstop since then. I had never really roller skated before. I've always rollerbladed, like I said. So that was something new that was like, because of COVID, a lot of people were roller skating. It was actually impossible to find skates for months. That's why I kind of just stuck with rollerblading, because I did want to get roller skates, but I could not find them anywhere. So then I was finally able to find them on this website, which I can link below. It's Rollerskate Nation. That's where I was able to get my Moxies, which I love these. And I've already changed the wheels on them. These are different. These are meant a little bit more for outdoor use. Yeah, so these are my Moxies. So that's where I've gotten both of my pairs of skates. Also for equipment, one thing that I bought that this doesn't have to do with like safety, but this is just a fanny pack that I got from either TJ Maxx or Ross, and this thing I use every single day when I skate. Is the best. Like another thing, I was embarrassed to be skating, I was embarrassed to be wearing a fanny pack, but it works. It does so much to help me out, so I don't even care how I look. I've really gotten over that now. Like I used to care so much what people thought about me when I was skating, and now I just have fun with it. So anyway, wrist guards. So I got these off of Amazon, and these have been so awesome. I think these give me more confidence than these do. These are just some knee pads that I also bought off Amazon, and I can link both these below. Really were affordable too. That's why I was like so quick to get them. But I actually don't use those unless I'm roller skating, because I do not feel nearly as comfortable roller skating as I do rollerblading now. I do need to still get a helmet. I have people comment that a lot. I know I'm going to be getting a helmet. I need to. I just need to do some research and just figure out which one I want, because I know that it's going to be something uncomfortable for me that I don't want to wear. So I want to make sure that it's something good when I get it. But anyway, talking a little bit more about rollerblading. Rollerblades I use for distance. So I like to get up in the morning, and if the weather's nice, I put on my rollerblades and I go for about like 45 minutes just around my neighborhood. I have a path now that I go on that I pretty much have used every time now. It's just like a perfect 45-minute loop that I love. I put on my music, put it in my fanny pack, and I just skate. And I do track myself using this app, Map My Fitness. That's nice. I just do that to track my time and my distance. I like to know like what pace I'm going, but I didn't start doing that till like way later in my journey of skating. But anyway, yeah, so that's how I do that. I really only use my rollerblades for like distance skating. You can do tricks in the rollerblades, and I've done that as well. It's a lot of fun, but I like to use my roller skates for that. So I like to just have fun with my skates. I like to work on skating backward, doing jumps, doing spins, like all these videos I find on Instagram that I try to learn how to do tricks from. That's what I use my roller skates for. And when I do that, I like to just find like a smooth parking lot or a basketball court or a tennis court, or just like find a smooth path to skate on. I find that that's a lot easier with the roller skates. I don't know, I feel like I can get over more bumps with my roller blades, but again, it just depends on the pair you have and like your experience and how comfortable you feel. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started showing you guys how I first got used to rollerblading. And I started inside just on the carpet, so I'm just gonna show you guys that. From the point of putting your skates on, I practiced, and you can do this in the grass or on carpet. I just did it on my carpet, and I just practiced like pretty much getting up and getting down, because it is weird. You just have a line of wheels on your feet. So it is something to get used to with balance, and that's something I was nervous about, but I pretty much just practiced inside to get comfortable. And like I said, if you're starting out, feel free to use knee pads and use the wrist braces and a helmet and any type of equipment you want to use. Like, I just personally am not to show you guys right now, and I didn't when I started rollerblading, but like I said, when I started roller skating, I did. So the best way for me to stand up is to pretty much go on my knees, put one leg forward like this, and then stand up. So that is how I practice, and I just pretty much got used to walking around on my carpet, feeling what it's like to have my center of balance be aligned like this. I just kind of practiced, and you could even kind of practice skating on your carpet to get used to it. Okay, and we'll end up getting outside, but I just want to show you guys right now. So while I have my skates on, which of course you can't really see, but when I'm skating, I do have my knees bent a little. You don't want to lock them too much. And I also lean forward a little bit. Now, this gets tricky because with roller skating, it does feel a little different. So like switching between the two, you do have to get used to. But when I rollerblade, I lean forward just slightly to keep my balance with my knees bent. And that also helps me get strength to push off to skate. And a lot of times when I think about skating, I feel like I'm like skiing. Like I have like ski posts. I kind of pretend that. You just want to get used to kind of pushing off one foot and the other, leaving your knees bent and pushing your chest forward a little bit. But you want to maintain that center of balance. So you really want to focus on balancing like this. And if you feel more comfortable with balance, use a hockey stick or use a broomstick. Like use something to hold you up in the beginning, because it will take some time to get used to balancing. And you want to make sure that your skates are tight enough so that you're not like wobbly. That is just my main starting out. And when you get started, I highly recommend you find just a smooth surface. One of the first times we went, we were just going down the bumpy street, and I totally wiped out and ripped my pants open. Like, it was just not fun. And so in the beginning, I really recommend you get used to a smooth surface, because it'll just help you get used to skating. And then you can work your way up to more like bumpy surfaces, because you'll notice that as you get more comfortable, you can just glide over rocks and glide over bumps a lot easier than in the beginning. So I don't really have much to show about the roller skates. It's pretty much the exact same. I put them on, I get up the same way, and it's just a different kind of center of balance on the skates versus the rollerblades. For me, it feels a little bit different, but with rollerblades, I'm a little bit more like wobbly side to side keeping my balance. But with skates, it's more like falling back and falling forward, like you're getting used to it. So the brakes are on the back of my rollerblades, the brakes are on the front of my roller skates. So that was another thing I had to adjust to. But again, I don't know if most people are gonna be trying both at the right when you're starting out. You'll probably pick one. So just pick whatever you're more comfortable with, and yeah, either way is really fun. Okay, this is new to me, filming outside like this. So I just came to a local basketball court. Adam's over here with Trevor playing basketball. And this is actually where we filmed the WW commercial, if you've seen Adam shooting a hoop. But anyway, like I said, you can get started getting comfortable in the grass and just getting your balance, but once you actually start skating, you want to focus on just bending your knees a little bit and leaning forward a little bit. And honestly, I never really used my brakes on mine. Right away, I wanted to learn how to stop by just like spinning. And pretty much all you want to do, and this will take practice, and I fell a few times practicing. This is when I put like my knee pads on and stuff. But you just want to put your heels together. I'll show you. You want to put your heels together and kind of form like a V shape to do like a spin. So you just want to put your heels together. Okay, it's super windy out today, so hopefully it's not too hard to hear me, but another thing I just want to say is that after getting comfortable on tennis courts, we went pretty much to the bike path, pretty much just to the street. I find it's a lot easier to skate in the street. Of course, you have to be a lot more careful, but a lot of times there's like a bike lane that we can use instead of using the sidewalk, because going over the bumps in the sidewalk make it very, very difficult to skate, and you also don't have as much room side to side, so like when I'm on a sidewalk, I feel very like restricted with my leg movement, and I like to be able to have room on the street to really be able to get a good push. Like I said, a lot of skating is just trial and error. You can also learn better ways to fall. When I have my wrist braces, I usually like to fall kind of on my wrist, but you're supposed to more fall on your butt. Once you get like padding though, it helps so much. It doesn't hurt nearly as bad when you fall. It's a lot of just getting used to it. I'm gonna go ahead and put my roller skates on now and just show you a little bit of the difference in my skating with them, but both are fun. Both can be used for distance. I just prefer rollerblades for distance. I feel like I go faster and it's just more comfortable, and skates are just so much more fun to do tricks. I think I have more fun on my skates because it's just so fun. So let me get those on. So I have my skates on now. So when I use my roller skates, usually I always have my wrist pads on and I always have my knee pads on. I don't really fall that much skating as much as I would think I would, but when I do, it does not hurt nearly as bad when you have the wrist braces and the knee pads on. So I highly recommend getting those if you're gonna be just skating for fun, or even if you're skating for distance like I like to do as well. So now the difference with my roller skates is that I feel like I don't lean forward as much when I roller skate, because especially switching straight from the rollerblades, I have a lot more trouble going like forward and backward balance, because with 4 wheels on each, it really does help keep you like stable side to side. So it's more of your balance like front to back that you need to worry about, and the brakes are in the front, which I don't usually really use those unless I'm trying to do some type of like trick with them. To get used to skating, again, I pretty much only use my roller skates in like parking lots, and if we go to like a skate park. I do use them like when we went on the path downtown, but a lot of times I prefer, again, to use my rollerblades for that kind of stuff. But yeah, we just like to find really smooth surfaces when I roller skate because I'm more comfortable with that. But it's pretty much the same as rollerblading. I think I bend my knees a little bit more when I'm roller skating, but I feel like I just don't lean forward as much. I don't know, maybe I do. And you can do the same thing roller skating, where you turn like this, but honestly I find it's easier to just like come to a stop on my roller skates as opposed to my rollerblades. I can keep going. So I don't know, I think that if you're first starting out, roller skates might be easier just for the balance aspect of it and the speed. They really are not nearly as fast as my rollerblades. I have to really push to get speed like I get with my rollerblades, a lot easier. But both are just a lot of fun to skate around and try different things. I think just one of the most important things about starting out skating is that you can't be afraid to fall, because you're probably gonna fall. I've fallen multiple times, and although I haven't, like, I'm not even gonna jinx it, but it hurts sometimes it doesn't even hurt. But don't be afraid to fall. It's all part of the learning process, and it just makes you feel that much more accomplished when you actually can learn how to skate. And the other thing is just don't care what people think. Like, that was what held me back probably the most, other than just the fear of being able to do it. But like, I was so scared that people were gonna laugh at me, that they were gonna judge me. Like, I just have to say, like, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks, because the benefits, the amount of fun you're gonna have, like, it's so worth it. It seriously is. I can't explain how much skating has changed my life this past year, and how much it just, like, gets me outside, it gets me active, and it is just such a fun activity for me. And if I let what people thought about it hold me back for longer, that just makes me upset. It makes me upset that I didn't start sooner because of those reasons. So don't be afraid to start. Like I said, I ordered my skates online, and I bought my rollerblades at Dick's Sporting Goods, but there's like secondhand sporting equipment stores that you can even go to. Like, there's one down the street from us that has a ton of rollerblades, and I don't know, it's just a lot more accessible now that things are a little bit more back to normal. Everywhere sold out of rollerblades and roller skates when COVID first started, and now they've been able to get back in stock. So hopefully you have luck finding them, and like I said, getting like the pads and any other equipment, but you don't even need it. But yeah, just don't be afraid and just have fun with it. I hope someone found something helpful in this video. If you guys have any more questions or anything else you want me to show about skating, I can definitely do that. Right now, like I said, I mostly just use my rollerblades for distance on the street or on my neighborhood. And then I use my roller skates just for fun, for tricks, on like basketball courts and tennis courts and parking lots and anywhere there's a smooth surface. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.